Today we are going to talk about what?
Movie.
Which is called Perfect Days by Wim Wenders. Okay, let me start first then. For me, I can say it's interesting. It was interesting, but for the general audience, it might be a little bit boring. Why it's interesting for me? Because I like asking such questions. I'm interested in this trivial characters. I'm interested in the characters who are at the bottom of the society or who are at the edge of the society. I am curious about those guys. For example, our protagonist is a toilet cleaner. And I also ask myself when I see a worker, what is he doing when he goes home? What are his hobbies? So in this ordinary days, we see an ordinary guy doing ordinary stuff. So it is in a way interesting for me. So in this sense, also visually I like it because he's trying to get the photograph, the sun leaking towards leaves. He's trying to take photographs and he has hundreds of these photographs. For example, he's interested in a homeless man. He's making some weird stuff like pantomime.
I think during this movie I was waiting that there are some messages with this homeless man. Yeah, it's an ordinary life, that's true. I find this movie in another way. There's a lot of different details, moments that makes this man happy. I think a lot of them are shown with, as you said, sunlight, different colors, like blue one at the morning, orange ones at the evening when he's with his hobby at his home, reading.
Yeah, and at the same time it is boring because for the first 20 minutes we are just watching his routine. He's brushing his teeth, he's shaving, and nothing extraordinary. This is a little bit boring for me.
But during all the movie, it's happening during all the movie. He just woke up, everyday routine, everyday life. Woke up, shaving, he's going to work.
Yeah.
He's just listening his music. He enjoyed his music.
The second thing I like, I think, he is not a hero actually. He's not a superhero. He has this philosophy: embrace everything, leave the moment. No matter it's a small moment or a big moment. Just embrace everything as it is. This point was good because he is not winning over with this method. It doesn't work because he has an ordinary life, but when his order is distorted by other guys, for example, his niece visited him and he is a little bit disturbed with this visit. Changed his daily routine, or when he meets with his sister, we see that in the past he had some problems and he didn't really solve them because we know that after the sister left, he cried, which means this philosophy doesn't really work in his daily life. Okay, he's trying to exclude something out of his life. Nevertheless, we cannot say he's really satisfied.
No, I think it's your interpretation that living his life as it is, as everybody can live the same life, like having some problems or happy moments with their family members, or he was disturbed by his niece, but I think his life didn't change a lot.
What I don't like about the movie is that this is a Western director, Wim Wenders, and he acts as if he got the idea in Asian philosophy, this Buddhist stuff. But it is not like that. It is, in a way, it is the way the Western people look at the East.
Mm-hmm.
They are always stoic. This guy doesn't really talk. But the communication is key to live happily. But this guy is a stoic guy. He doesn't talk. He's a hermit. And again, from the Western point of view, all Asians are deep into this Buddhist stuff.
Yeah.
And it is, in a way, it's a post-colonial aspect because every Asian is pacified by this Buddhist method. If something happens to you, you do not struggle. You just accept everything. So, and at the same time, this guy keeps listening to Western music. This is his entertainment way. He's not listening, or he's not interested in Asian stuff or culture in this sense. And even there's a cover of this song. I like that song. What was it? House of Rising Sun. So it is a Western music, and then the lady, the pop owner, sings the same music in Japanese. So in a way, I see there's an imperialistic point of view. We Westerns will come and get you, will change you, and of course the young generation. His colleague was very stupid, the young man, and he wanted to sell the cassettes to date with this girl.
Maybe he wasn't very stupid. Maybe he wasn't that interested. Maybe everything is much simple. Maybe his colleague wasn't interested, wasn't that deep in all this stuff.
In general, I can say that I like that the movie is depicting a slice of life, ordinary life. But there are some cliches I don't like. For example, this guy, an implication that in his youth or in his former life, he was rich, he was upper class. So now he's at the bottom, he's at the bottom of the society, he's a toilet cleaner. Life, okay. And the movie shows that no matter what you do, no profession you are at, you can be happy or you can accept everything. But it doesn't work like that in real life. And showing this guy at the bottom of the society as a toilet cleaner is a little bit cliche. And there's this game, tic-tac-toe, making an X and all. He's playing this with somebody, we don't know what it is. This is also cliche for me. I saw such tricks in other movies as well. Playing chess with unknown, mysterious people.
You said that during all the movie I was waiting that there will be somebody or something we will see, like with whom he's playing to, or I thought maybe he will talk with the girl who was sitting and resting near him in the park.
At lunchtime,
Yeah. I was waiting why he's collecting those small trees at his home. What will be at the end of all of it? But it was just another hobby. And I also thought that maybe there will be some story with this pub owner. Maybe it's the romantic things.
I see, but that's the part which I like. There's no resolution, there's no easy answer. And that's why it's an ordinary life. It's close to reality. Because in real life, there's no such surprises. And again, the second part I like, this philosophy. He embraced the philosophy and he's living his life. But when something unexpected happened in his life, just like he saw the woman he liked with another guy, with his ex-husband. And he just suddenly gets out of the way and goes to a store, buys beer and cigarettes. So this philosophy doesn't work then. If something negative or unexpected happens, you cannot deal with that. And in this sense, he's a very human being. He reacts like an ordinary human being.
So you mean, what philosophy? You mean?
Like Buddhism, Zen Buddhism.
That philosophy, that Western world thinks about
Eastern people adapt.
Yeah, so...
And it doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Maybe this way film director wanted to show it. That
maybe
the philosophy, maybe it's my interpretation, maybe this way film director showed us this ordinary life of people everywhere. So there are such people everywhere, no matter of philosophy they have in their place.
Yeah, maybe the director doesn't get Buddhism or Zen Buddhism. All in all, did you like the movie?
In general, yes, I like the movie.
I also like the movie, but it might be boring for the general audience, or if you are waiting for action, if you're waiting for resolution, it's not gonna happen in this movie.
Yeah, but you have this feeling that you are waiting all the time. You have this feeling inside, like, oh, what's gonna happen next? What's gonna happen next? And
So yeah,
that's it. That's why you're watching it. In general, it's for me. It's didn't seem boring actually.
But I like watching these boring parts because, in general, in the movies, there has to be always something important in the scene. Like there has to be an important speech. There has to be a good conversation, a monologue maybe, or there has to be action. But in this one, nothing happens, and it's like there was another American movie.
Mm-hmm.
A bus driver was trying to was at the same time a poet, and he was writing and collecting his poems, and nothing was happening in this little city. It was similar that it reminded me of that movie. So all in all, it was a good movie for me too. So see you on the next movie.